Good morning, folks. How are y'all? My name is Amy, and thank you for joining me in the Crafty Cottage today. I'm with Stampin' with a Heart, and today I'm going to show you a quick technique. I have to say, I've stumbled across this from one of our other demonstrator friends. Well, she's not really a friend of mine. I follow her on her website. Her name is Debbie, and this was just fantastic, and I've never really thought of doing it, and I've actually done it to just erase some things that I've done on my cards with baby wipes. So I'm going to give you a different technique. I'm just going to do the quick technique today, and then you can jump in with me on Saturday and see what I do with the technique and how I change it up from what Debbie actually did. I'll show you the cards, and then I'll show you how to do the quick technique. So let me flip you over and we'll get started. All right, so we have my desk. I'm going to show you Debbie's cards. She did hers in blues. Now this is totally off what she did. She did smaller pieces and different sentiments, but the technique is still the same for this background here, and it's gorgeous. I love it, but I was like, well, I really don't have much more of this paper, which is fabulous, but it looks so beautiful. And I didn't have the same stamp set, so I wanted to recreate this and case it because it's just gorgeous. So I did it in greens. So here's one of my cards. This is very similar to what she did, and here's the other one. She used, I think, white ribbon or just, but again, she did hers in blues, and here's mine in greens. Now, when I do the card for you on Saturday, I'm going to try something a little different and unique. I'm thinking mountains with this, because this, to me, living here in the mountains and towards the Smokies, you see how this kind of smokes up here above these trees? Can you not just see a mountain? So I'm going to give that a whirl for Saturday. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to make this little white part here. Just real quick. It's super simple. You're going to take, now my pieces that I have actually cut today are 2 1/4 by 4. I believe that's right, because this is 4 1/4 by 2 1/2, so it will lay right on top just like this. So I have 2 of these. I'm only going to do one of them for you today, and then I will show you how to do the rest. Now, when you do this, because it's such a small piece, you don't want to cover the whole thing. I mean, maybe you do, but you want to line it up on your embossing folder. We've got this beautiful tree embossing folder, and we want to line it up where we want to see those trees, but we want a little bit of the sky. So I'm gonna, you can do here, you could go further over. I kind of like further over today so that my trees are, you know, it's just so pretty. So I'm gonna go right there, maybe a little bit down, and I'm just gonna go emboss this. I'm trying to make it straight. If you need a straight ruler, we have this line right here that will give you a straight area to work on, which is great. But I'm trying to get it straight and get a little more of those trees, because I think the trees look fabulous. So there we go. That's where I want it to be, and I'm going to hold it there really well, and I'm going to go run it through my new embossing cutting machine that Stampin' Up! Has. I don't know the name of it. I never remember the name of it. Shame on me for being a demonstrator and not knowing that. But that's okay. We're going to just take it and run it right through. And the reason I don't pay attention to the names is because so many people have different machines that they love just as much. And, you know, this one's nice and smooth. But, you know, I'm getting to the point where maybe I want to. My husband was all excited at an event. He's like, do you realize that lady over there is selling an automated one? I had to laugh. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you didn't tell me they made automated ones. I was like, okay, I didn't realize that would make you all excited, honey. All right, so we have this all embossed. Now you can see our pretty little trees. Get them out of the bright light. There you go. So now we're going to take, I have a blending brush. This has already got some mossy meadow on it because that's the color I'm choosing to be my background, because it's going to go with the 2 pieces of background paper that I have cut out. So one with trees, and then one, this has got trees as well, but they're just different variations of color. And both of these are from the Beauty of the Earth designer paper. I love this background on this one, so it's really hard for me to use this side, which I think looks better for this card, but we're going to try this one because I want to use this for other things. So there we go. All right, so now that I've got this done, I'm just gonna take my, make sure I got some, yeah, we got some good ink on there. Okay, I'm gonna take my blending brush. You could use a sponge, whatever you wanna use to get this ink on here. I find the blending brush is a little easier because it allows you to have most of your ink at the bottom, which is what we wanna do. So I'm gonna start off and come on. And I'm trying not to go above my tree line here. But I really want the bottom to be nice and dark. Can you see how there's really dark right here? That's okay. We'll blend that out later. And I know you're like, that's hard to do. It is very hard to do to blend those out. Oh, excuse my watch. It's notifying, my phone's notifying me I have things to do today. And I know. But we've had a stink bug issue. And so I've been trying not to work in here because of the stink bugs. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm not going to add any more ink, but I'm trying to get just a little bit to go up those single trees. And really you don't have to do it that well because what we're going to do next will help give us that. Now that we have that, I'm going to rub out some of this. And then I'm just going to come back in here and give me a little shadowing on the rest of the card. Just because I want a little. So there you go. There's some color. And you can see that it's kind of green everywhere. Very light in the middle. And we can put our ink. What I'm going to do now is I have snowflakes. And they're, I know it's weird. They're going to be green. But we're going to do snowflakes. And we're going to do random different places for our snowflakes, but just so that they're, there we go. Just random snowflakes, nothing major. That's all I did on mine. Now I'm going to cover my ink because I don't want to get ink everywhere, and I'm going to move my brush out of my way immediately because this will be messy. And I'm going to get, you can use a baby wipe, but I ran out of baby wipes, and the ones that I did have were super dry, so I'm actually using these. These were like $1.95 on the clearance rack. They're face washes, or face wipes. Coconut water hibiscus face wipes. They worked out just fine. And I don't know if there's any difference. I didn't find a difference. And so this is what I had, and that's what I used. So, you know. And the fact that they were cheap, and I really didn't like them for my face. I didn't find they cleaned very well. So you're just going to take your baby wipe, which this is a really big one. So you're going to roll it up. And you're literally just going to drag your color up. And look how soft and clear it makes that. And I'm trying to keep it off the whole piece because I don't want it to make the rest of it all hazy. So now as it dries, it will lighten up. Now see right here, this is really dark. All you have to do is kind of rub it out. There you go. That's it. That's all you have to do. That is the simple technique. And once we put it on this here, it will be stunning. You've got the really deep colors and a variation. And if you wanted these to lighten up more, you could take your baby wipe and you could just simply come over here and wipe off these trees. If you wanted some of these trees to be a lot lighter, you could just keep wiping them off. Now you got to be careful not to get it too wet. But you'll see what I mean in a second. I kept wiping and wiping and wiping. And so therefore as it dries, you will see tomorrow or Saturday the difference that this will make. And it will look gorgeous. So there you go. That's a quick, simple little technique. Let me put you back up to my face. Quick, simple little technique to do that with your baby wipes. I mean, it's super simple and very beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and record for Saturday so that you all will get to see it. And y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Enjoy the quick little technique, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye, y'all.